Welcome to yet another episode of Daring Abroad, coming to you from Gaborone City in Botswana. And today we are featuring George Onyancha, who has been here for 16 years. His hands have been in the real estate and the hospitality industry. Here is his story. He is an energetic, passionate, focused Kenyan businessman in Gaborone. When we arrived at his resort, little did we know that we would find this. We were expecting George the hotelier and not George the farmer. But all this is relevant to what he does, as he would like to be self-sufficient.
My market is my hotel. So we prepare breakfast for customers by preparing the egg, fried or scramble. Depends on the type of what the customer wants.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're producing for yourself, for your hotel?
Yes, it's my supplying food to my hotel. Yes.
So how many are these?
These are 50, and then there's 100 which are coming. Okay. Yes.
You're expanding,
Yes, I'm expanding. Yes. Because I realized that going to buy from a supermarket from other farms, and yet I've got a farm, why can't I produce why can't I supply it to my hotel? Yes.
And this keeps him and his wife on their toes, day in, day out.
These are Kenyan breed improved. We have just brought them to Botswana. These are the Kenyan breed. Kenyan improved breed, yes.
You brought them from Kenya?
Yes.
How did you transport
The eggs.
Oh, the eggs?
Yes, and then we had to incubate them. Yes.
If the Onyanchas are not on the farm, you will find them hosting their guests at their entertainment resort. On this day, their guests were from the Adventist Men Organization from the Gaborone Central SDA Church, who are on a retreat. The following day, we had a sit-down interview with George.
I was born in Matutu Settlement Scheme in Nyaronde village in Nyamira County. From my Form 4, I did a bit of farming because we have got a big farm in our home village in Matutu Second Scheme. Then I joined Kabete Technical College for about 2 years. I was doing civil engineering in Kabete Technical, and then because of some financial reasons, I couldn't complete my diploma level. So I had to discontinue my college course. I went back to farming and then into business. Life became a bit hard when I was doing business. Things didn't work well. When I was in Nairobi, I met to get one of my relatives, and she told me the husband was here in Botswana, and if I could give a try in Botswana, like I had already trained in the civil engineering career, maybe I could get a job. Then I followed him here, and then that's how I ended up here. Yes.
And then did you get a job? What did you start doing immediately when you came
Immediately
here?
when I arrived here, yes, he was already in the construction industry. He had to help me around to look for jobs. I was taken by some Chinese companies. So I started also taking contracts from individuals, from other subcontracts. So then that's how I started also my business. Then I had to get clients to help these owners of these properties to sell this house that we have completed, to get tenants. Then I saw there was some potential. If I could turn myself into an agent, I could make a living out of this. That is how I get into real estate. And then I had to open my own company, which I named it George & Son Properties. In the real estate, you sell on commission. And even a day you can sell a house and get maybe 5% of the selling price. Let's say we're selling a house for 1 million pula, that is equivalent to 10 million Kenyan shillings. If you sell a house for a client, you get 5% of the selling price. So remember, that is commission, which is immediately after the transaction is complete, you get your commission aside. So I kept on having my savings and my commissions out of that. Yes.
That's how you accumulated some cash to go to venture into
Exactly, and I was helped by the bank. The first property which I bought it through the bank, Stanbic Bank. Where we held this business is one of the clients who are out of the country. They were going for an assignment abroad. Then they approached me, they told me, George, we want to lease this property for you for about 10 years, and then we could discuss from there. So that is how I ended up getting this property on lease basis for now.
Oh, so it's on lease basis?
Yes, on lease basis,
for
yes.
10 years.
Yes, yes. In the culture of Botswana, the wealth of the people here is animals. So also being here for some time, I was also interested to invest in animals. Then I started layering some sheep and goats. You can see far that end. Yes.
That's part of the land you leased
Yes,
for
yes.
10 years?
Yes, yes.
How big is it?
This is about 20 hectares. 20 hectares, yeah. If you can see far end, it's very far ending that side. Yes.
20 hectares?
20 hectares, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes. If you see that building, we have already furnished it for guest house, for accommodation. But at the moment you see that the pool, that is the pool, the far side, we're having entertainment here. People come here over the weekend, some they swim, they have got pool party, kitchen party, day parties, and then weddings. Yeah, they normally have weddings here. If you see that field, they can pitch up the tent. That is a blocking bush. So this is the mostly activities that are taking place currently here. Some of the customers, they want to have to transport, maybe to be brought this side. So these are some of the transport that we use to transport them. These are our vehicles, yes. Yes, yes.
And do you do tours and travel?
Yes.
That's another business?
Yes, yes. That is another department. Yes, yes, we do.
Where? Within Botswana or even outside?
Even also outside. For example, in the past 2 weeks, I was in Zambia, Lusaka, where we transported a church group who went there for a conference for 7 days.
Do you receive Kenyans here?
Many Kenyans, they come here over the weekends. Like some of the MCAs who come from Kenya when they are touring over the weekend, we can come here, we do nyama choma, we entertain them around here. I can remember last time we hosted some MCAs and some other delegates from Kajiado, from Narok. They came here. We had some good times in the evening with them, yes.
So you are strategic to get business from Kenyans when they visit here?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that's where normally, I'm much interested, and I really market myself to the Kenyan community to support me here. Yes, yes.
Yeah, and when they come, mostly they would come for what? Tour or what? We in Kenya, we hear benchmarking. Eh?
Yes, actually most of them, they come for benchmarking in the beef industry. Like those ones from Kajiado, Naloko, they came here to see how the layering of the beef cattle is taking place in Botswana. As you know, Botswana in beef, they are leading in Africa.
And I can see there is a Nakabu Hotel.
Yes, Nakabu Hotel is one of our hotels, is our business, which is based about 400 kilometers from here towards Namibia border. Yes, it's about 17 rooms and some conference facilities there.
Why that far?
Mr. Alex, this tourism industry in Botswana is very interesting. Like now, within the city, you find that there is a lot of same business, but out of town, and there is tourist area. So you find that it's fetching us good money, or we have more clients that side than within town here. If I tell you, RX, in Botswana, is a country whereby things are done in a very straight way. If you apply or you set up your company and you want to do the business and operate the business, if you follow the steps well and have the paperwork in place, there's no problem in Botswana. One thing, you have to get a registered company. Secondly, you have to show some funds that you want to invest in the country to convince them to give you paperwork, give you the operating permits. You have to show some money, good money to invest so that you create employment to the locals. You have to show that kind of resources, yes. Yes, yes.
And in terms of employment, can you just employ Kenyans? Is there a balance when you are what you are told, this ratio?
No, like my company now, I've got 17 workers. who are the locals, because we are giving the locals first priority. And then I've got one manager who have just I employed recently, because I needed someone who has got more experience than even the locals, so that I can put my business into another level. After I left the employment sector, I applied the operating permits as a business. Now I'm having the papers like a business, an investor business. Yes.
And population is a factor in any business. Here the population is barely 2 million people. Is that enough to say can boost your business here?
RX is, what I can say is it's fine for me and for the market, because mostly my clientele is the government. I offer accommodation to the government. I offer conference facilities to the government, whereby they don't take long to pay us. Once you give them a service, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for you to be paid. So even if it's little, it comes back again, it goes back again, it goes back again. In other places whereby you can get a tender and even the payment is a nightmare. So in Botswana, even if you are paid little, even if the market is small,
it gives you cash flow.
It gives cash flow. It keeps on moving.
Did you ever miss home? Or this is like home? Is it different? When I go to Europe, many people say they really have a culture shock and missing home. How about here? Is it African?
I'm home, Alex. Here, I'm now I hail from Kisii. Our staple food is ugari. There is maize flour in the shop, so I eat my ugari on a daily basis.
Are you here to stay?
Alex, at the moment I don't want to specify until when, but at the moment I'm here. I don't know when, but at the moment I'm here.
Do you still have roots or links with your motherland, Kenya?
Oh yes, Alex. Like 2 days ago, I was in Kenya. I always once a year I visit my families back home. At the moment, I've got some properties in Nakuru. I've invested in Nakuru, in Kiamunyi. Yeah, that's I'm putting up some apartments and my residential place. Yes.
That brings us to the end of our show today. Many thanks for being part of this inspiring series from Charms Media.